But it's Friday night training, so it means I'm going to be probably doing some powers. I think that's kind of the plan. Do a power snatch up to a heavy single, a power clean push press up to probably a heavy single for the push press, maybe a front squat. Kind of depends on how the other lifts are moving. Just I've had coffee today, so a lot less pre-workout than normal. We're gonna get the lenses off. I can actually wipe this off. Yeah. Hopefully just dust. Looks like it's just dust on there. But we're going to be hopefully doing some good powers. I would like to at least do 100 kilograms in the power snatch, and I would say at least 110 in the push press, because that's what I did yesterday. So I feel like that would be pretty easy to do again today. I've been playing chess for a little bit, so I am not physically warmed up, but pretty mentally warmed up because I have been training for a hot minute. So we're going to start moving the bar a little bit and start moving around. Tomorrow should be a heavy day, so today I don't want to, do a ton of volume and max out. Oh, they did a lot yesterday. Well, not a ton actually. Mostly the pulls. Pulls were the big volume yesterday. Oh. Almost fell back. Jeez. It's nice my shoulder actually doesn't feel too bad. Feels pretty loosey-goosey. But do appreciate anyone that does stop by for any amount of time. Looks like we got 2 people here. Yeah, just warming up for some power snatches at first, and then gonna be doing some power clean and push-ups. I haven't decided if I want to do them with straps or not. Since tomorrow's a heavy day without straps, kind of want to opt for it, but my hands aren't really beat up, which is another determining factor if I do that or not, if I use straps or not for a particular day. Not really motivated to train today, so straps might help with that motivation. Let's see, today is the 2nd of August. The best month of the year. 24, Friday. But yeah, if you're just stopping in, I'm gonna try to do 100 today in the power snatch and maybe a little bit more. Well, like 110 in the push press. But I think we'll just use straps today, because I don't think there's going to be there's not much risk of me like opening a blister or creating some sort of issue for my hand for tomorrow. But sometimes when you do the lifts, and the next day your hand can be a little bit more sensitive, and I kind of want to make sure I'm managing that and not irritating it for a heavy day tomorrow. So I want to feel not necessarily as fresh as I can tomorrow, but when your skin hurts and you have like a blister or irritation, then it's not fun. It's not fun. So we're gonna keep warming up. Thankfully my shoulder's been actually vibing pretty good. What's strange is that yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't know what that even means. I don't know if that's in reference to me having a hook grip Russia shirt, but this I bought this and the Ukraine version about a month before the conflict started, so I timed it pretty perfect. But yeah, they're apolitical, very much in both of them because I literally I should it'd be funny if I did keep that order, but it's probably in an email somewhere. But I literally bought them in the same order, a Ukraine one and a Russia one, because it's Olympic weightlifting. They're big in both countries, or at least like there's notable lifters from both. More so Russia than Ukraine, but that's just more of a proxy of the size of the country. But yeah, I don't even know what it honestly says. It says something about lifting heavy. I actually met someone at the gym that it knows Russia, and it was like, I think he saw the Ukraine one, and it was like big lift, heavy strength, or it was just like generic phrases about it. But yeah, I always forget about it, but I don't know. I'm gonna assume that whatever that word is might be related to it, but I couldn't tell you if it is or not. Let's do the bar a little bit more. We are at the bar, right? Quite achy. What? I got two. I speak English, my guys. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I have no idea, Julian, what you're saying. I don't even know if I want to say it's Brazilian though. That's my guess. Is it French then? Oh, it probably is French then with the Fiat Pass in it. Yeah, I speak English and a little bit of Spanish, but no francés. No francés aqui. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Julian. I don't know what to tell you because I don't know what you're saying. But we're getting the wrist wrap or the knee wraps on. Then probably just honestly just throw 40 kilos on there and just start doing some singles there. Oh, I kicked my fan. My biggest fan down here, blowing cold air onto me or cool air. Oh. Gonna hide that man. Guy's very focused on something that's not really appropriate. Oh, perfect. Okay. Whoop. France, look at you, Jim. Does that mean that you're in France right now? I assume you're probably relatively close to the Olympics because France is compared to America, is a relatively small country. So my definition of close is not. You could be 5 hours away, and I would say that's still pretty close. I think that's an interesting thing with European, like the scale of America is so large that if you interpose the whole country of the United States over Europe, it just shows just like how massive it is to go from one state or just to go from one half of the country to the other, just how astronomical it is. Because it's one of the memes is that like Americans don't travel, but like when you're going just around the country, it will take you forever to get from one spot to another. I mean, even to go in the same state to where I live to where my parents are, it takes 3 hours and 15 minutes, and that's within the same state. And I have done that drive in the same. Oh, have I done it in the same day? No, I actually literally did it in the same day. Because back when I was interviewing for teaching positions, when I still lived up there near Akron, Ohio, I interviewed down here at a school that I'm not at or never have been at, but I interviewed there. So I drove down 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 15 minutes, and back up on the same day after doing an interview. So it's an American thing to drive around really far. Yeah, I wish it would auto translate. I know if you leave those comments on like a YouTube video, I can translate them, whether it's on my phone or on the I think on the computer, but definitely on my phone. But I just unfortunately I just don't know any French. I took Spanish in high school. I actually practiced Spanish quite a bit. We'll do the bar a little bit more, and then we're gonna start loading some weight. All right. Yeah, we're definitely just gonna strap up today. My hands feel good, but I don't want to. I don't want to irritate them. And it's easier doing with straps anyway. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't even begin to guess something with comprehend, but unfortunately, we'll see if I can. So something about interest and comprehend, but couldn't tell you much else. Couldn't tell you much else there, brother. At least we'll both be living in kilograms, so the kgs will be the universal language that we can both speak. We'll do 40, or at least do it for one. We might do a couple singles here. So I make sure my arms are long, relaxed, and loose until I'm at that point of contact and when I need to start activating them. Pleasantly surprised. Nothing really hurts or feels bad, so we're just kind of vibing now. Because it is Friday session, we don't want to spend forever out here. I am going to go 40, 60, 80, 90, 100 and kind of hope for that. But hit this. There we go. But yeah, that was 40 for a double. I think that's French. Who knows? Pretty easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Time to do 80, 80. Me and the one champion that's watching. Appreciate you stopping by. If you are here, just doing some power snatches. And do 80 now, so 175. $175. But oh, two people. And double. Do 80, 90, 100. Not too bad. Kind of starfishing a little bit more, spreading out wider than I think I would need to. Alright, slightly serious now, up to 90. see if we can do 90. 90, then 100. Then we move on to some push presses. We're gonna do that one again. I didn't do a good enough rep. That's kind of a make, kind of a miss. Just gotta finish better. The bar got a little away from me, so I gotta keep it closer during the pull. Then it'll go fine. Patient and close. That's what we gotta do. Patient and close. Need some water too. Much, much better. Do the same thing, I'll be able to do 100. Last one, the bar just got away from me out in front a little bit, so I just did better rep. More better, more betterer. All right, time to do 100. So this will probably be my top set. Maybe 105, but we'll definitely have to play it by feel. This has to feel really good for me to want to go up, though. We'll see. ugly. And that's certainly where we're going to stop. Oh, I was forward. Felt like it was a lot more forward on the left side. Let's look at the clip of that. Caught it plenty high, but yeah, not pretty at all. Speed and turnover looked fine, but did not catch that very well, which is say okay. So that was kind of the goal for today, to hit 100 in the power snatch. Now we're gonna drop back down to 60 and do push presses. So with push presses, I want to do 60, 80, probably just jump right to 100, frankly, and then go to 110, maybe a little bit more. But that's we'll play by feel for sure. And with those, probably, honestly, we'll just use straps for those two, just to challenge myself, because straps with cleans will be difficult. But yeah, 100 was fine, but I mean, that's I did a little bit more yesterday with the hang power, so I mean, it kind of makes sense that I'm a little bit fatigued. So we will, well, let's just take this off and just keep working. There's no point in wasting time. It's going to be a little bit different than yesterday. I'm not going to do the pressing. I'm just going to go right into doing push presses. Oh, my massage gun started turning on. That scared me so much. But power plus push press is 60, 80, 100, 110. We'll see if we can do a little bit more. Now, 110 is what I did yesterday, so I'm pretty confident I can do that again today. We're gonna do it with straps, which challenges me to really punch under with my elbows, so we'll go ahead and do that. There's no need to spend too much time thinking in this session, because today is not the big day. Tomorrow is for the weights, but it doesn't mean I can't work hard today. We're actually just going to jump to 90. We're not going to mess around doing small jumps. We'll go 60, 90, 110, and see how we're doing from there. Bigger jumps, but we can do. What do you do? What? Gotta do 90. Yeah, it felt a lot heavier than 60, but 110 should be fine. 110 should be Gucci. Alright, 110 might feel a little difficult, but it should. Alright, time to do it though. Got fast elbows for the clean. Oh, big confidence. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Whew. That one felt heavy, but I missed 120 yesterday, so I feel like that's not the smart weight to take because I want to do a little bit more. So I think we're gonna do a weird weight like 117. So let's get that loaded and see what happens. We're actually going to do this one without straps, but with wrist straps on. The reason for that is I don't really be thinking about the clean. I just want to think about the push press. So I actually dyed these yesterday. They were white, but they were starting to get stained. So I bought some fabric dye and made them reddish. I think they look pretty dope, to be honest. A little bit better than the the white that they were, especially because they were dirty. Now these will at least not get stained. It was like dirt. It wasn't even like, I couldn't, because they're pure white eventually. They're pretty old at this point. But 117 power clean plus a push press. Very good. I'm gonna try 120 now. Glad I took that jump though. I'm really bad about taking, I either go 5 or 10 kilos up. I'm really bad about going in between. So that was good. I did 117. I should just put a clip on. So this is the weight I missed yesterday in the push press. So we got a man up today. I definitely had the legs and the energy today for sure. I really had it yesterday, but I think trying to do the clean with straps kind of took more out of me, just because it's harder to get your elbows under with it. But we're doing 120 now. Me and the 0 people watching, and that's all right. More than what's usually watching. If you just popped in, I'm about to do 120. Can I even see it? Oh yeah, I'm just blind. I apologize for that. We're about to power clean a push press 120. Be here for the 120 push press. At least I'm gonna give it a good old college try. All right. Really good. It's the weight I missed yesterday. It tells me I could have done it yesterday, probably. But yeah, it's like 264, 265 in pounds. Not too shabby. Hey, very good, my guy. Hey, thank you. Yeah, my best is 133, I think. I'm certainly not in any condition to get there. I'm just trying to get back to doing them. Anytime I do above 120 is good. I mean, that's definitely enough for today because I want to go heavy tomorrow. But probably do some front squats today. Yesterday I did 155 for just a single. I kind of just want to do the same thing, maybe like 5 kilograms more. Because my big thing with the front squats right now is my legs aren't weak, but I just don't have the tolerance to the front rack of them. So I just kind of need to do them frequently, even if it's just singles, just to get used to doing them again. But I'm trying to read your name, but I'm blind. Corinne Veer. Appreciate it, brother. Glad you were able to make it for the top lift. I did 100 in the power snatch today as well. But that was very ugly. But happy, very happy with that. Oh, I didn't write down to 117. Yeah, always write down everything that you do. That's free advice. Literally just write down all of your training sessions. It's the easiest way to track progress, is write it all down. All right, bars somewhat loaded, but yeah, now it's time to do a couple front squats. Front squats will go quick though. I mean, not the actual squat because I'm slow, but set this up the other way while I'm chilling for these because I got to redo my knee wraps. So I think we'll set it up Like there? Is it gonna stay? Heck yes. We'll let the fan blow on it too, so it's not getting too hot. But I guess if you're hearing the fan, then I just be trying to keep my phone from overheating. But I'm gonna undo the wraps. Set up for front spots are set up. You see, it's a pretty quick turnaround to get it set up. Just turn the racks, at least in my case. I'm gonna do 70 kilograms and then go up to 100, 125, 140, and then 155 or 160. Kind of just depends how it's feeling. And really, at any point, like if it starts to feel bad or my back starts to feel fatigued because I did a lot of pulling yesterday, then I have no problem cutting it off. As long as I get up to like 140, I'll be happy. Kind of as a minimum. So something between 140 and 160 gives myself a pretty large range, but just singles. It's not going to be anything too radical with that. Get these knee wraps all wrapped up. Mostly just so I can put them back on. Tell how often I bench press. I'm sitting on the bench press that I use. That's in the corner. It actually kind of works out that I have it as like a place to chill and sit. That's has a cushion on it, and it's out of the way, so it's not getting destroyed by me throwing a weight on it or something. But typical Friday night for me. It's actually pretty recently. My heaviest days of the week have been on Saturdays because I think that's usually, especially during the school year when I'm teaching, it's the better day to max out or to go super heavy on lifts. When I am like on Fridays, like usually like you're happy it's Friday, but doesn't mean just because you're happy that you're physically prepared. And what I've noticed through the years is that on Fridays I'm usually feeling really good, but my body is a little bit tired from the day of just moving around. Teaching isn't the most physically demanding job, but being a phys ed teacher, I'm kind of walking around all day, which is ironically it's good for recovery, but it's not always good for maximal performance with the amount of walking and just like the general stress of just being a teacher. It's not as if like I'm overly stressed or like freaking out or whatever, but compared to like how the summer is where I can just do whatever and then come out and train, it's obviously more. So it's just kind of like the idea of like, say I go and hang out with someone for a little bit, like you're probably going to be like emotionally fatigued a little bit. You're not going to go to like a cookout and then go lift and like max out probably. You're going to probably want to be relaxed a little bit. And so Saturdays are nice for it because I can sleep in, eat, drink, and go and train. I really just need getting the vibe. These bad boys back on. There's no rhyme or reason the way to put these on. I'm just trying to get some compression above and below and on the knee. Mostly above and below, but it just feels good to have it on. These ones don't help tremendously with the downside of the bottom, although they help more than having nothing on. But the black sleeves that I have, or the black wraps I should say that I have, are a bit thicker, and they actually do help a bit. But if I was truly going to go like 1 rep max on a front squat, I guess I might have these on and just a belt, but if I was like life or death, I'd have these sleeves on. I think those are not necessarily the best, but they're the most consistent kind of knee compression, because as I train with these, they start to loosen and slide around, so they're not the most stable thing to have on. They're just, the only reason you use them is they're just super convenient, so. But, we're what, 45 minutes in, not too bad. I'm very blind, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make sure there's not any important notifications for that. Yeah, you should probably not try to use your phone a ton while you're training, but at the same time, I like to keep my phone available, even if I am going live, just in case there is an important notification, something's happening. But yeah, we're gonna do the bar and then see how we're feeling from there. I'm gonna feel pretty achy, but I'm quite happy with that push press. So even if I don't front squat much, I'm pretty happy with how this training session's going. Right, get it on my jury rig. Those do not feel very good, but I can't remember the last time a front squat ever felt amazing. But we're gonna do 70, 100, 125, 140. Maybe a little bit more. Definitely not any less. So let's get 70 on there and start taking these jumps. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, 140 is routine. I mean, my best ever is what, 192. So I mean, it's way below it, but my max now is probably like 175. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze a little bit soon. Not good. 70 kilos back. My foot. All right, we're actually gonna get a 110 because it's easier to load. Not really easier. It's actually a little bit heavier to load than 100. But 110 should still move fine. Then we'll see how 140 is moving. I mean, if 110 moves really easy, more than it should, then maybe we just go right to 150. But it's gotta feel real good for that. That is for sure. Okay. So time for 110 with the front squat. Honestly, we're just gonna jump to 150 and see what happens. Didn't feel bad at all. Low back's a little bit tired from yesterday, but that's more of a result of the pulling than anything else. Always taking bigger jumps. I planned smaller jumps and I end up taking bigger ones. So this will be 150 now, so 330 in pounds. So this one should move pretty well. Shouldn't be too bad. But get a little extra chalk on and do it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's so much. It's not though. That's the problem. It shouldn't feel that bad, but it didn't even. I guess because I went from 110 to 150, it felt heavier than I'd ever want it to. But we were gonna do so. We did 155 yesterday, so we're gonna try 160 today, and finish there. Kind of no matter what. Part of me wants to go to 165, but I'm trying to build it back slowly. And 160 should be just manageable. That should just be fine. Got 0 people here watching me do this weak squat. Unfortunate. It's probably the last thing I do before I go in and eat. All right. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Whew. It's definitely good enough for the day. So what's nice with that is it moved well. It felt pretty good, but it felt difficult in the sense that I know if I would have went up from there, or if I would have tried 165, it would have been really difficult and not the stimulus that I was chasing for today. So the goal today was to move fast and aggressive with the power snatch, with the power clean and push press, and with the front squat, and not to grind. I mean, like, that was a slight grind, but I'm sure when I look back on video, it'll look better than it felt. That's always how front squats have been. They have always felt significantly more difficult than they look. But I'm glad that 160 today felt better than 155 yesterday. And typically, you know, squatting multiple days in a row, or even 2 days in a row, is usually not too optimal for, you know, increasing the weight each time, unless you're really new. But did it without a belt, with my weaker sleeves, after lifting hard yesterday, so quite happy with that. And just keep trying to add a little bit. Like, I'll probably do more front squats tomorrow after doing the heavy snatches and clean and jerks, and you know, just keep trying to build the front squat back up, and kind of use the back squat to get the volume that I need in the legs, and then use the front squat, the singles that I'm doing, to kind of just practice with it. But pretty productive session. If you did stop by for any point and you left a like, I appreciate it. And even if you didn't, you stopped by and you just swiped right away, I appreciate that as well. As trying to do this thing, trying to grow this channel and see what I can do with it. But it's just kind of fun to stream training sessions live. What I'm finding, it's kind of a weird feeling, but I've been enjoying it. So I won't do it for every training session, especially when I go to the actual gym, but I need to fix my glasses. But we'll do it from time to time. when it feels appropriate, and when I remember to charge my phone. That's kind of the two big factors. But hey, if you made it to any part, or if you're watching this after, I appreciate it and got it done. So time to go eat. But I'll talk to you all in the next video. Have a good night. Have a good Friday. Be smart. Be safe. Be healthy.